It's amazing what you can learn from a simple ad. Sometimes it can lay out a company's entire global strategy, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to deconstruct a pitch from a matchmaking service called Soulmate. We'll dig into the clever tactics they're using to sell, well, one of the biggest promises you can make. Let's dive right in. So, let's start with a question that's probably crossed everyone's mind at some point. How in the world do you find a life partner? It's a huge, universal question, right? And that is the exact problem this service, Soulmate, claims it has the answer to.
Okay, so the service is called Soulmate. And just to be super clear, we're not reviewing how good the service actually is. Nope. What we're doing is decoding their ad. We're going to unpack the story they're telling and the promises they're making to pull people in. People who are looking for that special someone.
All right, so how exactly does Soulmate say they're going to solve this massive problem? Well, their whole pitch seems to hang on this one core feature they call a special album. They claim this thing creates a global connection. So what does that actually mean? Let's take a closer look.
Here it is, straight from the ad. The promise is, every weekend our special album showcases your profiles to thousands of users worldwide. Okay, so this special album, that's the magic ingredient. They're basically positioning it as your ticket to a global stage, a way to instantly, boost your chances of finding that perfect match.
And the journey they're selling? It's almost ridiculously simple. Check it out. 1, you register. 2, you get featured in this weekend album. 3, boom, your profile is seen by thousands of people all over the world. And 4, your choices just expand. It's a really simple, powerful 4-step promise. And the whole point is to make it sound completely effortless.
But this whole global reach thing, that's only half the story. The real hook, the core of their entire pitch, is this classic marketing paradox, a premium service for a low fee. And that's designed to make you stop and go, wait a minute, how can something be super high-end and also super cheap at the same time? And they're not shy about it either. They don't just hint at it. They come right out and say it with a ton of confidence. They claim that only Soulmate can provide a true premium service at a very low fee. See that word, only? That's so crucial. They're trying to shut down the competition right there and make this offer sound completely unbeatable.
This is really where their strategy starts to crystallize, On one side, you've got this promise of a true premium service, which makes you think of quality, maybe even exclusivity. But on the other side, you've got this very low fee, which screams accessibility for everyone. And the really clever part is how they smash these two opposing ideas together to create one single offer that sounds, well, pretty irresistible.
Okay, so let's talk brass tacks. What does a very low fee actually mean in real money? The ad is surprisingly clear about this, which is nice. Let's look at the numbers.
All right, for anyone living in India, the registration fee is 2,000 rupees. That's the baseline. That's what they're calling their low fee for the local market.
But hold on, that's not the only price tag. If you're a non-resident Indian, an NRI, that fee doubles to 4,000 rupees. Aha! This is a classic marketing move called price segmentation. It tells us that Soulmate has zeroed in on NRIs as a key demographic. They're betting that this group is willing to pay more, a premium really, for a connection back home.
Okay, let's recap. We've seen their promise of going global, we've seen their premium but cheap value proposition, and we've seen the actual prices. So, when you pull all that together, what's the real strategy going on here?
All right, so here's their game plan in a nutshell. First, they use an affordable price to get a ton of people in the door, right? Build a massive user base. Second, they hit you with their unique selling point, this weekend album, which promises that global reach that maybe others don't have. Then, and this is smart, they slice up their pricing to get more money from a specific group, the NRIs. And the thing that holds us all together? It's that powerful phrase, premium service. It just makes the whole thing feel way more valuable than that low starting price would suggest. Pretty slick. And all of this really brings us to one last big question. Is it really possible to offer a truly premium service for a low fee? Or is premium just the perfect buzzword to sell a service that's really all about high volume and being accessible to everyone? Soulmate's ad seems pretty sure of its answer, but I think the real verdict, well, that's up to the market and the people who actually use it to decide. Thanks for digging into this with me.
ಆರು ತಿಂಗಳ ಉಚಿತ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗಿಗಾಗಿ ಕರೆ ಮಾಡಿ